Hey guys, today we have the OPPO A93 and the Samsung Galaxy A51. Now both phones are mid-ranges and there's only ringgit difference between these phones. So let's put them up against each other and see what each has to offer. Now this is the OPPO A93 and this is the Samsung Galaxy A51. They're both black in color, but the A51 has a glossy finish while the A93 has a matte frosted finish. Probably doesn't matter if you slap on a phone case, but if you're someone who's not into cases, then I guess the A93 will feel better because its back is fingerprint resistance. It also has a 220-degree curved edge, but I can't really feel the difference when I hold it. They're both comfortable in the hands, both very slim, it's just that the A93 is smoother to touch. Apart from both phones being really light, the A93 weighs 164g while the A51 weighs 172g. They also have almost similar screen sizes. Both are AMOLED panels, but the A93 measures at 6.43 inches, whereas the Galaxy A51 has a 6.5-inch screen. Both displays are sharp and bright, but the biggest difference will be the color output. This really depends on your preference, so the A93 has a pinkier tint to its display, whereas the Samsung is more yellowish and leans towards a warmer output. Of course, you can choose to adjust the display color in their respective settings. Now let's talk internals. Both have 8GB of RAM paired with 128GB of storage, but the A93 comes with this anti-lag algorithm that supposedly helps reduce stutters by clearing unnecessary data. So we tried playing Call of Duty on both phones. The A93 is powered by a MediaTek Helio P95 chip, whereas the Galaxy A51 uses an Exynos 9611 processor. The A93 only supports up to medium graphics at the moment, whereas the A51 can play on high graphics. Naturally, the A51 fares better when I'm on high graphics with high frame rates, but the A93 is just as smooth on medium graphics with high frame rates. Interestingly, both phones consume battery at the same rate. The A93 and the Galaxy A51 have a 4000 mAh battery each, and the battery life decreased by 15% in a 30-minute gaming session. What makes the A93 more preferable is its extra features. So apart from having an 18W fast charging support as compared to the A51's 15W fast charging, OPPO also has an AI night charging which helps to protect battery lifespan and a superpower saving mode that can prolong your battery life when it's down to 5%. Finally, the cameras. So here are the camera specs. Now one thing I should mention is that the A93 boasts these 6 AI camera features, which are the AI Color Portrait, AI Super Night Portrait, AI Night Flare Portrait, AI Super Clear Portrait, Dual Lens Bokeh, and Ultra Clear 108MP image. But that's mainly on portrait mode. Let's first look at the daylight photos. Overall, the A93 takes warmer photos, which is more true to life, while the A51 has bluer tones. But the A51 has a wider dynamic range and more balanced exposure. That being said, the A93 interestingly takes brighter photos that are also sharper. The same applies to the ultra-wide shots. The A93 is more accurate in colors, but it overexposes the brighter parts of the photos. Despite the difference in megapixels, both phones are equally clear, but edge distortion is an issue on both. Now, the Samsung does better in portrait shots, but not in its bokeh effects. The color is more natural on the A51 and it retains more details, but the bokeh effect is similar to the A93. Both phones crop out stray strands of my hair, but Samsung has the advantage as you can zoom out when taking selfies. The A93 is interesting as it has a handful of AI features like the AI Color Portrait mode that work really well in differentiating the subject from the background, so the whole picture is monotone except for the subject. Of course, Samsung also has its own camera features like single take that lets you take a bunch of photos and videos at once, so it's up to you which feature you like better. The A93 also has 2 AI features for low light scenarios. One is the AI Super Night Portrait and the other is the AI Night Flare Portrait. So when compared, the selfie on the OPPO phone actually looked nicer because of the beauty effects, but Samsung offers a sharper picture. One thing that is interesting with the A93 though is the AI night flare portrait, which turns your background into bokeh light effects so you can post fancier Instagram pictures. Unfortunately, the night mode works on both the main and ultra wide lens of the Galaxy A51, but not on the ultra wide lens of the A93. However, OPPO makes up for that with this tripod mode, which has surprisingly good results. Take these three shots for example. When we look at the pictures on the left and right, the picture on the right is brighter and warmer, but the picture on the left has colors that are more true to life. However, if you compare both pictures to the middle one, which was taken on the A93's tripod mode, you can see that the picture is not only brighter, more accurate in color reproduction, but also sharper and more detailed. Now here's another comparison on both phones' night mode. The picture on the left has less noise, but the picture on the right has better details and dynamic range. Simply put, the Samsung Galaxy A51 looks the better device on paper, but if we dive deeper into the features that are offered by the OPPO A93, both phones are actually neck and neck. The A93 may just have the upper hand when it comes to helping you take creative Insta-worthy shots.
To be honest, both phones are great mid-rangers and have a lot to offer for their prices. The OPPO A93 is just 1,299 ringgit, while the Samsung Galaxy A51 is 1,399 ringgit. That being said, if you're looking for a smartphone with fun camera features for your daily social media posts, I suggest the OPPO A93 as it has a lot of easy-to-use features, so that'll save you the hassle of spending hours to edit your photos. But it's not the best device for gaming, so if that's an issue, then the Samsung Galaxy A51 should be your pick. That's it for our video comparison today. Let us know in the comments section down below which phone you'd prefer and why. Thanks for watching this video. Remember to subscribe to our channel KLGadgetTV, and I'll see you in the next one.